I would like to explain a little bit more about the Dhyana meditation, where it comes from. I learned the Dhyana meditation from Mrs. Tweedy. Dhyana itself is a Sanskrit word and means meditation. This kind of meditation, the Dhyana meditation, is a universal meditation because it's about deeply sinking into the essence of our being, love, that we still can feel. Consciousness you cannot feel, but love you can feel. In every spiritual tradition, there is a direction where we are guided into our inner wisdom and our love for all that is. That's why this meditation, where we sink into love, into the feeling of love, is a universal meditation. There are normally in a spiritual training two sides that are exercised. One is to let go, to relax completely. And the other side is to be completely one-pointed, that the mind is one-pointed. And to be really fully present beyond any practice, spiritual practice, means that you are exactly in the middle of completely relaxed, completely concentrated. Now. So meditation helps us, the Dhyana meditation, to let go, to sink into the love, or a practice, for example, observing your breathing in and out, which is an exercise to make your mind one-pointed, can help us to be a conscious human being, present from moment to moment. So meditation can really help us. And there are some people that think, oh, meditation, how boring. You know, just sitting 25 minutes, sitting 30 minutes every day. Oh no, I can't do it. I don't have the time. And it's not so useful. But that's not true. Deepak Chopra has written about the 7 myths of meditation. And I would like to take this up because it helps us to understand that meditation can, yes, be a very precious tool to get to know ourselves, to get more quiet, centered, loving, compassionate, peaceful, conscious human being. So what are the 7 myths? One myth is meditation is difficult. And he says very clearly that it's good to have really a teacher, appropriate teacher, for giving you advice how to meditate. Because if the instructions are right, are precise, it is very helpful for the human being to really take this spiritual tool into daily life practice. He says that people think it's so difficult. Can be the causes? What causes it? It could be that you want a too quick result. You are wanting something to reach at a certain point, or that you do too hard concentration. You try too hard. Also there, it needs a balance. It's doing and not doing. And to find out that is very important. Also, to be attached to results might be a hindrance, or also to do really the thing right, the right way. I want to be correct. That also could be a hindrance that meditation can occur in a natural way. So meditation is difficult? No. If you have a good spiritual advice and if you have understood it and incorporated it, it's not difficult. You know, in a way it's just sitting, relaxing, diving deep into your essence. It's like the bees that find the nectar in the flower. In a way, meditation is like that. You find the nectar of your innermost being, which is beautiful, majestic, full of joy. The second myth, he says, you have to quiet your mind in order to have a successful meditation practice. Oh, how many are struggling with that? You know, sitting, and then this mind comes, the thoughts come, and combined with the thoughts, the emotions come, and pictures, images come up, and it never is empty space that we think it should be. No. You know, I can talk of my own experience. I also thought, first when I started to meditate, wow, I was surprised what is going on inside me. What kind of thought worms showed up in my meditation? What kind of emotions suddenly, started to pop up and. And of course I thought also, that all has to be gone. It has to be empty space. And I just sat every day, 30 minutes, no more. Diving into the inner love, being in that spaceless space, beyond time, beyond space, really. And suddenly, one day I recognize, between each thought, there is a gap. And even if I have a sentence or more words or thoughts coming up, I still could see the empty space behind it, or the wall, the white wall, where the film, the thoughts, the phrases, the emotions, like in a picture show, flow through. So it is precious, that moment between each thought, where that has no name is touched or seen or experienced without being experienced. This has such an impact on our whole being. So never think that it is not successful in that sense, because just a second or a moment of this spaceless space, the gap between the thoughts, it's like 1,000 suns shining for this 1 second, illuminating our whole being. The third one is, it takes years of dedicated practice to receive any benefits from the meditation. Well, no. You know, when we look outside, we listen with our 5 senses when they are awake and they are directed in the world outside. A lot of life energy flows out like that. But when we close our eyes, the senses are stilled. The life energy doesn't flow out, it flows inside of us. And this really fortifies our immune system. The resilience capacity is heightened in only that the senses are not occupied all the time, but they are inside, slowly, with the breathing. Slow down the whole body. It is really has a big effect on the body on one side, but not only the body. Also the mind gets calm with a little bit of practice, and the emotions, the feelings, all comes into harmony. Body, mind, and soul. So we have a profit from this, what I said before, from this a little second. And with a little bit of practice, there is maybe 2 seconds. And this little time space in between, where eternity now shines through, changes in our system, in our being so much. The fourth myth is, meditation is an escapism. Oh no. In the contrary, when you start to look inside, you're not running away from life, you're running into your own life. Because what is happening when you look inside in meditation, you are aware of your inner alchemy, changing, transforming into, I could say, bringing up some subjects that we have, like shadows, archetypes, past events, and also it brings up the inner jewel, the pearl that we are, like C.G. Jung says, that we dive into the sea, and from the bottom of the sea we can pick up the pearl. And the pearl is, in his words, the higher self, or that what we cannot really name, but has a unique expression in that being sitting, listening to what I'm just saying. No, it brings us deeper into the life, not running away from life. You cannot run away from life looking inside. We are, in a way, starting to get to know ourselves. That's a spiritual aspect on the journey home. Fifth, I don't have enough time to meditate. I'm so busy. I have 2 children, 3 children. I have a job. I need to make some money. I need this and that and my parents and this. Yes, stop. You know, when I had my 2 children and the second one was just born, every day I got up a half an hour earlier than they woke up. That was sometimes 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And I just took a half an hour time for myself, meditating. And of course one can say, oh, so to get up so early. But I tell you, my experience is that this half an hour getting up earlier, it gave me so much during the whole day. It was like refreshing, like coming home in the soul way to the fountain of essence of all our being that nourished me so much that the whole day had like another sound, another tone. And I think not only me was having a profit out of it, also my whole family. So the next one, the last one is, I'm supposed to have transcendent experiences in meditation. Oh yes. How many of us have read books and thought, oh yes, it has to be like that suddenly there is something enormous happening, like a lightning going through me, and that's it, I am enlightened. No, it's not like that. Anyway, enlightenment is always only now. Now. And there is never somebody that can say, I am enlightened. That's a contradiction. Because it just shines. Consciousness just shines, loving all what is. Actually, that is the natural state of our human beingness. We just have to remember who we really are. So we also think, maybe angels should appear, or my life should be much easier, or this or that. Meditate without meditating, told us Mrs. Tweedy. We don't have an aim in front of our eye. We don't have images how it should be. Because as soon as we have some kind of imagination what should happen, we are not in the now. We are not in the present moment. Because all that is now. And in this now, it is really an oscillation between nothingness and all. Yes, like that. So Dhyana meditation is a possibility to get to know ourselves deeper and deeper, and to find, without finding, that what we have always been, pure consciousness, dancing with mind and emotion and instincts, not being identified with all of that, dancing a song of love in nothingness, in a unique way, each human being one, finally, not separate, all is one.